Yeah, guys, good day. And today we'll be looking at our another section of Saturday Weekly Review, where we'll be giving you predictions for the next trading week. Okay, if you're new to this channel, if today is your first time, you haven't subscribed, you haven't joined the family, this is Forex Network. All we do on this channel is talk about trading in general. We don't just talk about trading, we talk about trading with a mobile. Unlike every other one you've seen on YouTube, where they focus on laptops and other tablets, we try to focus on just a mobile phone. Why we're focusing on mobile? Because we notice a lot of traders actually end up using a mobile to analyze their market, and they feel they are not getting the important information. They feel they are not getting what is it that they should be getting. So that's why we choose to be using mobile phone for for analysis. And for today, if you're new, just know that the prediction we'll be giving today is not just prediction we just feel is going to happen. These are predictions which we've already analyzed using our own strategies. Those that be following this strategy, this particular channel, I'm sure you know the strategy we use by now to analyze our channel, to analyze our trade setups. So those are the strategies which we use before coming up with these 5 pairs which we'll be giving you today. So you watch out for them on next trading week, which is coming back. That's on Sunday evening, Sunday breaking Monday. So that said, let's continue. Okay, the first we'll be checking out today is the German index, which is the E30. Let's go ahead and check the E30. Actually, I remember that I said we'll be looking at United States pairs from now on, but I noticed for this week, United States pairs are not really giving us good trade setups. They are a little bit choppy and indecisive, moving in a range-like manner. So that's why we decided to let the United States pair go for this week. Probably within the week, if it ends up giving us maybe a good trading setup, of course, during our trade ins, we'll surely still send it. Remember, we promise to be giving trade ins whenever we see a good trade setup, we send a trade ins immediately. So that's why you have to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell by clicking the bell icon beside it. That way, once we send our trade ins, you will definitely be the first to be notified. Once again, welcome and let's continue. Okay, for the E30, I'm sure most of you that are following the channel, you already know what exactly I'm about to say. But let me remove all the marked zones. So as you can see first, the first structure which we can see is what? We mark out our analysis which shows that the market is in what? Is moving with series of what? Higher highs and higher lows, which tell us that the market is moving where? Is moving in uptrend. So what do we look for? We look for the next resistance to be broken, then retested. Then let's now look for that one, which is next resistance that was broken and tested. Let's now mark it again with this particular one. This is the latest one right here. So that's our second analysis. The first one, we look for the trend. We've got the trend as well, is an uptrend. So the second one is what? We wait for the resistance to be broken and retested, which is exactly what we have somewhere around there. So now what do? We zoom the market to do our what? Our candlestick analysis, which is candlestick formations. So looking at this candlestick now, what can you see? You can definitely see that what the BS actually were in control at this level, coming back to this particular level of our new support. So remember, it was a resistance at this level, resistance at this level. So breaking above it, testing makes our support. So now what do we do now? We are now looking for what? Looking up for the market to show us what? Signs of low momentum candle, just as we can see around. This is a low momentum candle. This is a low momentum candles. Everything we can see right around it shows that what? That the market is currently what? Indecisive. There's a lot of battle between the sellers and the buyers. So what do we wait for? Wait for breakout, and that's what actually happened at this level. If we take this market to a lower time, you can see this was more like a range-like manner. Then this particular one broke out of that particular range, which shows what? That the buyers are likely to continue moving this market to the upside. Okay, so that's it. So what we're going to be expecting, we're going to be expecting to be buying this particular market once the market opens. This is already a good trade setup for us. So what we're going to expect, so long as the market does not open with a gap, because at times the market might open with a gap somewhere around there, or it might open with a gap somewhere around there. If that doesn't happen, the market continues at this level where it is currently. That means we can go long on this particular market. And of course, our stop loss is going to be below this particular structure. And our take profit is going to be open because this is the ranging market, as you can see right here. Sorry, please. As you can see right here, this is the ranging market. So that means that the market is likely to continue in this particular trending. So not ranging, trending market. So that's it. So that means we're going to be long on the DE30. So the next we'll be checking out is the Hero GPB. Okay, here is it. The same structure applies, the same pattern. So what do you do first? We mark our what? Our structure, our sentiment. What general sentiment in this market? It seems to be moving what? To the downside, right? But now let's now focus on something. Let me take this to higher time so you can see something better. Need to be moving where? To the downward, to the downtrend. So then what happened at this level? We can wait for the next for support to be what? Broken and retested. So which is the level of support that was actually broken and retested? Let's now mark it, and that is this particular one right here. This level was of support right here, because to support around this level, got broken, then showing us what? Retesting that particular level. So the next we're going to do is to zoom the market to do our candlestick analysis. And what, you know what you want to see at this level? You want to see what the bearish engulfing. You want to see the low momentum candles. You want to see the buyers just like this moving to this particular level, into this particular zone. Then seeing the sellers taking over from it. Then, and that's what you can see here. You can see comparing this candle. The candle which you trade this way that's what high momentum coming back here, high momentum. Then the sellers took over. They can see the green candle. The next green candle was what? Low momentum. Tell us what that was. There's not loss in momentum at this particular level. And you can see this indecisiveness among the buyers and sellers. So what you're waiting for now is for a breakout, which you have not seen. On the detail, you've already seen the breakout out of that particular range market. If you take this particular market to the lower time, you can see what's happening is currently a range. So you want to see a breakout out of that range, a test, then what we short this particular Euro GPB. And of course, our stop loss is going to be above this particular structure right here. So in another word, that means we're going to be shorting what? The Euro GPB. So let's go to the next one, which is going to be the Aussie Canadian dollar. The same pattern. We mark this. This shows that what the market is what? Moving series of what? Lower highs and lower lows. So what do we wait for? Support broken and retested. Support broken retested. Remember it was a support around somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here. Broken and became resistant around there, then coming down again. And showing signs of what? Of a test of that level. But are we still going to call it a test yet? We don't know it, because it might still break it and what? And continue in the uptrend. But let's zoom the market to confirm that. Okay, so zoom the market, you can see that what? That the buyers are still definitely in control of this particular market. That's what you can say around it. The buyers are still in control of this market. So for now, we are not having any trade signal yet. We are not having any trade signal yet until we see the sellers taking charge of this market, just as we can see at this level. You want to see the low momentum candles of the buyers. They want to see the what? The bearish engulfing from the sellers in this particular zone or somewhere around this level. Once you can see that, then that means we can go short on this market, because the general momentum of this market is what? Is to the downside. And that shows that what we are expecting to be what? To be looking for sell trades at this particular level. So as I said, as I was just waiting for the confirmation from the candlestick. So what we want to see is the bearish engulfing. We want to see the inverted hammer. We want to see the low momentum candles. Once we see any of those particular ones, then that means we can short this market. Okay, once again, before we continue to the next one, which is the pound Aussie dollar. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't joined the family, please, you have to do that by clicking on the bell on the subscribe icon in the red icon below. Then don't forget to click the bell icon beside it, because that's what gets you notified once we post another video. That's the only way you can support this channel. That's the only way you can give your thumbs up to this channel. And don't forget, if this video is giving you any form of information, if you find this particular video interesting, if it gives you any form of knowledge, then please do it to give it a thumbs up, and please share with your friends, family as much as you can. Once again, let's continue to the next one, which is going to be the pound Aussie dollar. Okay, so the same thing again. I'm sure I don't really have to say the same thing over and over again. You can see these right here. I'm sure you know what I just marked right now. Then you can see this particular level again. Good. So this was actually a level which was tested at this level right here, then tested at this level. So is it going to hold? Let's zoom the market a little bit to see what's going to happen. So you can see what is called the the double bottom around there. The market testing the bottom around there, testing again around there, giving us the double bottom. And most of the time, what we want to see is what we want something like the Y signal. Sorry, the W signal. This coming this coming this coming that, and of course they're completing it at this level. So that's exactly what we are actually expecting on this particular level. And we are not just expecting, remember the market is what is giving us the sentiment of this market is what is to the upside and giving us a Y sign around level. We're expecting what this to continue to this particular level, breaking above this, it testing and still continuing. So for me, this is a good trade test up. So once this market opens, it can go long on this particular pound Aussie dollar. And of course, our stop loss is going to be below this previous structure right here. Let me mark it. Let me clean up this stuff. So our stop loss is going to be below this structure right anywhere around this level. You can put your stop loss there. And of course, our first take profit is going to be at this particular level. So that's going to be somewhere around here. So that means you're risking from here to here. Then your take profit is going to be from this particular level to this particular level. That's going to be first take profit. So if the market goes up again, it tests it, then can enter again. And of course, your stop loss will now be moved from this level it was to this new level of low right here. So that's going to be it for the pound Aussie dollar. We're also going to be long. And of course, let's check the next one is going to be the pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, here's it. Okay, for the pound New Zealand dollar, it's still some last structure. So let's take down the market to see what you're going to be expecting. Okay. Okay, I'm sure you know what the exact thing I'm doing right now. So I really don't need to talk over the same thing over and over again. So you can see what this market, it tested this level around here, this level, tested it again where, somewhere around there, and of course it's back again to that particular level again. That's what at this level. So we're going to be expecting and giving us the sign of what this particular breakout at this level. Retesting is here. It broke out around there, tested it here. Then you can see this particular energy market here. So moving to this particular level of support, which is a good level of support because it joined our trend line and of course this particular stone level of support which has been tested several times. So that means you're still going to be long on this particular GBP New Zealand dollar. And of course our take profit is going to be, sorry please. Our take profit is going to be around this level. Of course, our stop loss is right below this level. So we are risking a little bit low on this one. We are having good take profit. So that's going to be it for the pound New Zealand dollar. For a recap, remember this is a daily chart, so you can take it down to the lower time frame before we do the recap. Let's just take it to the lower time frame so you can see what I'm actually referring to. So you can see this is the line I drew, telling us that the momentum of this market was to the upside. And of course, let me clean off all this. And of course, you can see it's retesting this particular level around here. So we expect it was continuation of this old trend which we have, right? So that's why we say we are going to be long on this particular market. So for a recap, I said for DE30, we are going to be looking for long trades. For Euro GBP, we are going to be short. For the Aussie Canadian dollar, we are going to be short. For the pound Aussie dollar, we are going to be long. And of course, for the pound New Zealand dollar, we are definitely still long. So that's going to be the end of our weekly analysis for today. And of course, if you haven't checked our latest video where we talk about how to use the moving average, not just the moving average crossover, I can use the moving average as a support level, as a demand level, as your supply level. I can use the moving average as an entry signal, as an exit signal. If you haven't checked out that video actually be given somewhere around this particular video. So make sure you click on that video to learn more about the moving average. Those are actually what we actually went to do our own personal research to make sure we come up with something tangible, something that's going to give you a good momentum of seeing the market in another dimension. So if you haven't watched that video, it will be given somewhere around this video, either at the top of this video. So make sure you click on that video right now and get more information about that. Okay, so I'll wait for you in that video.